Nicole, Two Eyes to See.
See God's no title servant assignments. If we are completely honest, many of us do not like assignments in any type of school. When they mention assignments slash homework, it's like we're like, ugh. But we know assignments are just simply practice for whatever it is that we're doing, whatever the course may be. Okay? So here's what I want to let you know. There is an assignment that I have for you tonight. Okay, as you're closing the weekend and starting a new week, I have an assignment that is certain to work. I have an assignment that will bless your week. But here's the deal. You can't sleep on it. You can't just half do it. You know, in school, there were times that you had assignments and you just did it to completion, but you didn't do it for accuracy. You guys know what I'm talking about. Because for those of you who are educators, or even if you were a student, you would say things like, are you grading this or we just have to do it? So, for those of you who may not know, that's what it means when we say, are you grading it for accuracy? That means that you have to complete it and it has to be correct. But if we're just simply grading it for completion, it doesn't have to be correct. We just need to know that you've answered the questions. Well, this assignment, you're going to do both completion and accuracy. So many of us are working on jobs and doing things that we just do not like to do. But here's the true reality. We're going to that place of employment because at the end of the week or the end of the month, we receive a salary that affords us to pay our bills, right? So I have a simple assignment that will work. And here's the deal. We have to just use common sense. I have my pen and I have my notebook to start my week. And here's what I'm going to do. And here's what I want you to do because I'm here to help you with your week. The very person on your job that gives you the most problems, I want you to write that person down. The person who blesses you and kind of takes care of you, I want you to write that person name down. And here's why. You're going to bless each of them in prayer, of course, right? Because the scripture tells us to pray for our enemies. But here's what I want you to do that you haven't thought to do. I want you to, whatever it is that they do to negatively impact you, make you upset, make you cry, make you want to take half a day or make you not want to come to work. I need you to speak against it, whatever it may be. Now, hear me well. I did not say speak against the person. I said speak against the activity in which they conduct that's negatively impacting you. Okay? The next thing I want you to do is this. Whatever it is that you actually physically do on your job that drains you, okay, that's so difficult for you, but you just kind of push through anyway. I want you to write that down, okay? And on the side of it, I want you to say, I can do this with ease. Why? Because I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. Now, here's the deal. Some of you have already hung up on me because you're saying, okay, that makes no sense. And why would I do that? Why? Why? Because I'm here to give you a practical tool. Let me pause real quick right now. Many of you went to church on today. Today is a Sunday. For those of you who may view this on another day, it's fine because it's still going to be applicable. But here's the deal. Many of you went to church today on Sunday and you heard all of the Bible stories, which is great. Nothing's wrong with that. But how many of you left with applicable practical tools that would allow you, okay, to walk your week day by day? Okay? So I'm here to give you a practical tool that you can use to implement in your day to day, okay, as you approach this week, this work week. But here's what you did. quickly. You quickly wanted to minimize and thought, okay, that's not nothing that I need to hear. But you were very attentive to your church service. And you heard Bible studies, Bible stories, and many of you left out the same doors that you came in, and you have no practical tools. And here's the deal: how dare we not be receptive of when God would send help? This is your help for the week. Many of you are all bubbly and just in such a great mood and had a great weekend. And as the weekend is closing and as Sunday is coming to a close and your Monday is becoming closer and closer and closer, you're beginning to feel a type of way. So help is here. All you have to do is just simply apply the tools. I have some practical tools for you. Okay? And so for some of you who may have children who have a tendency to be a little more active in school, notice I didn't say bad, because my mother would always say, don't say that a child is bad because you're speaking that over his life or over her life. She would always say, he's just a little more active or she's a little more active, okay? So there's a little something that I got from my mother that I thought I'd slide in there, right? So if you have a child that's a little more active, why aren't we going to write this down as well? The teacher has communicated with you, and even if she haven't communicated with you, you're with him, you know his behaviors, you know her behaviors, so write it down and speak to it. The other thing that I'm going to say that I want to speak to you guys is this: are you pausing throughout your work day and speaking to your day? Do you start your day off and speaking to your day, or do you just simply jump up and you go to work? Here's the deal: it's nothing wrong with listening to worship music. It's nothing wrong with listening to gospel music. And for those of you who want to listen to other music, we can listen to whatever type of music that our radio will allow us to listen to, right? But here's the deal: can we just close all of that down, all music, before approaching to work, and we're just simply speaking out of our mouth? Okay, we're just simply saying, I, Nicole Moore, am going to have a great work day. I bless the individuals that are going to come in contact with me. I'm dismantling and destroying every evil thing that would negatively impact me from, and then you say the person's name and whatever that information is, whatever that thing is that they're doing, I pull it down. Everything that's pending, I destroy it. The person who is exhibiting these behaviors toward me, the misery that they have, God, I'm asking you to give them peace and joy, because they're trying to make you miserable because they're miserable. Speak to your day, and then when you get to work, you can't always just grab your cell phone out and ready to text and ready to return the last call. Pull yourself away sometimes. When you take your little break and you take your little lunch, you can't always take it with everybody. You know why? Because they're not living what you live. You have to pull away and you have to pray. That prayer you prayed in the morning and those words that you spoke to your day as you're going to work, you have to go back and refuel to make it throughout the day. This is a simple assignment. Again, it's being graded for accuracy and completion. Okay? God sent you a practical tool to use. It's going to be up to you whether or not you apply it. But I promise you, if you do, it is going to work. It is going to work. But you have to do it. There is life and death in the tongue. Speak life over your work week. Speak life over your work day. Speak to the people who are negatively impacting your work day. You have to do that. You don't have to tell everybody that you're doing. Speak to it. Pause throughout the day to go back and revisit that thing. For those of you who do not have an office or you can't pull away, that's when you go to the bathroom stall and you pray. Okay? This is a easy assignment. I pray that you take heed to this assignment. And here's what I would like for you to do. share it with 3 to 5 people so they can get the information as well. Don't be selfish. You saw the video. So share with somebody else so they can hear this simple assignment as to what it is that they're going to do. Some of you guys' list may be longer than the other person's list, but make your list and make it applicable. And the other thing that I'm going to say, and I'm closing, if you feel like you go to a job and your place of employment is great and you don't have any issues, thank God that you don't have any issues, right? So tell him thank you that you don't have any issues, but you still have something to say. Because here's the deal, if you don't have any issues, that's a praise time and a praise break for you. So you still away in the stall to tell God thank you for me not having any issues and not having any problems on my job. Okay? Like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to like, share, and subscribe. Small YouTubers like myself are really helping people. Like, we really have some good content. We're really working hard, but here's the deal. So many people come and like our videos and come and like our shorts, but they don't like it. They don't share it. They don't subscribe. If you have subscribed already, well, you can like and share. Whenever you see a video and you see a short, just like it and share it. That's helping us. So how can you pay the small content YouTubers back? You simply pay us back by liking and sharing. I pray that this information helps you. Once you try it and you complete your assignment, come back and give some feedback. I'll respond. You guys have a blessed and favored week, and stay tuned to the shorts and the videos that I'll upload this week.